What is up, everyone? Welcome to Roly's Retro Room podcast, a podcast where we take you back. We take you on a nostalgic ride. Come on in, leave your bike on the lawn, grab a beanbag, and let's knock this out. What's up, Tony? What's going on over
Wh-
there?
What up? It's good to be back, man. And it's been a while. We got a few things here to bring you folks. We got a couple of reviews, couple of nostalgia to take you down memory lane. So everything's good. How about you, brother?
I'm good, man. And we have our producer with us.
Hello,
He has,
everybody.
he has no
What up?
shoulders or arms because of his green
Damn
screen.
screens.
Yeah, yeah. More
And
green.
it's such a cool shirt too.
Yeah. And
Anyways.
he finally gave in. And he's wearing a backwards hat.
Yeah, welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But welcome to the podcast, guys. We are glad to be back. This is our 1 year anniversary.
Woo!
We've been
1 year,
doing this
baby.
for a year. I don't know if you guys know the
Unbelievable.
statistic, but most podcasts don't make it past 5 episodes, and we're
Yeah.
on episode 37.
Not bad
So,
for 1 year, bro.
Guys, like I've said, we're either doing something right or we just don't realize that we're doing it completely wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Either way, it's been a hell of a ride, that's for sure. And it's been good, and let's continue to do it, brother.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
But, we have so much to talk about. It wasn't that we were off. We just had a lot of stuff happening, that events and stuff that we had to go to. So like, I'm going to fly by this hall, and I have
Do
to
it.
have a bunch of shout outs I have to do because we have so much going on. So
Yeah.
with that being said, I had 2 things sent to me from 2 awesome creators of just content. So the first thing that was sent to me was from Palmetto Joe's. This guy 3D prints a bunch of awesome stuff in like the retro gaming space. He sent me 4 of these cassette tape looking
those are so dope.
cases
Oh, that's cool.
So dope.
of my favorite Game Boy games that I have here. And I got them a while back. I made a reel. And if you see, you know, these are my favorite games. This right here, I talk about DuckTales all the time. And Ninja Turtles. Now, what's cool about not just the case, the detail he puts into it, but on the inside, he 3D prints a tape. He puts the label on there, and then here goes your Game Boy game.
That is so dope.
It's right in there. And then if you look on the inside, he puts like the little bio of the game and some pictures. Absolute top quality. So appreciative
Beautiful.
of him sending that to me. Like, so like he's such a dope dude. And now we're like literally like friends. We talk all the time like about just nostalgic and video game stuff. Ugh.
Almost broke it.
Clumsy.
Almost
I'm
broke it.
clumsy. All right. Next up, real quick. So next thing is I got a book sent to me, and I gotta send you the digital version of it, or actually he's producing the audio version of it too. It's called Gridland Ghosts.
Dope. Okay.
And it is set like this is like a futuristic cyberpunk thing, but filled with nostalgic references. The publisher or the author of it, Joel T. Mack. This guy,
Dude.
I've been talking to him, such a dope guy, and he sent me the book, but he also sent me some stuff that is related to the book, like references. So first thing he sent in here was an episode of Quantum Leap.
Nice.
He
Nice.
sent me Jackie Chan's The Legend of the Drunken Master.
Oh, it's a classic
So-
movie.
All this stuff supposedly is referenced in the book. This CD, White Town Women in Technology,
Okay. All right.
and
Interesting.
Our Lady of Peace, the CD Clumsy.
Nice. Okay.
So apparently, all this stuff is referenced, and he sent me a pretty dope letter. Like, just you can't see it there because of the light, but it was cool. Like these connections that we're making because of the social media and because
Absolutely.
of the podcast are so dope. And nostalgia is literally like a community. Once somebody joins in, it's so inviting, and everyone just shares all these memories. I love this community so much.
Such a great community, and you gotta thank all those people out there that you reach out to, and people that have already made it in this community, and they're guiding us into what we can do and how it works and what work doesn't work. But again, like you said, it's a community. It's a community of just chill vibes and hanging out with one another. That's really what it is. And that's what I love about it.
another thing that I got over the time that we were off was we went to go watch Masters of the Universe before it came out. It's been out now for about
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah, a
So
week or so.
when we went down, we saw it a week before it came out, and I got this bad boy right here. And those of you who follow me on the social media
Yeah.
saw a bunch of videos about this sword and my obsession with the sword. But when I went down to Miami to go watch this screening, my dear friend Chris Henderson, he's a stunt apprentice, and he and I share just nostalgic stories all the time. This
Dope.
guy is such an awesome friend, and he gifted me an entire box filled to the brim with Masters of the Universe toys, He-Man toys from the 80s. It had some Ninja Turtles, it had G.I. Joes, but I need to show you guys the main stuff. So obviously, the two guys I brought to spotlight are He-Man. This is
Yeah,
the
man.
Thunder Punch version. That is the one I took to the theater with us that day.
Yeah,
Then,
man. I think this is the version here, right?
yeah. Then this is Skeletor,
Yep.
the original Skeletor. Now, the creme de la creme of this thing. I'm still excited about this. Henderson, you are the freaking man, bro. Here is the first one right here.
Unbelievable. Look at
Castle
that beauty.
Grayskull.
Oh,
Dude, I've been
what a beauty.
hunting Motu stuff for so long. And the fact that he's like, his number one thing was just don't sell it, bro. I'm like, I'm not. This is
No
literally
way.
getting its own shelf in my room. I
Absolutely.
cannot wait to display this and put lights in this thing and just make it look awesome. This thing is beautiful. This is a time machine right here. I sat down on the floor playing with this thing for like a good 10 minutes. Ask my brother. He saw me there on the floor sitting Indian style.
Oh yeah, it was interesting time watching him play with his toys. I think I even took a video of him playing
That's
with his
funny.
toys.
Bro, probably brought you back, bro. Just kind of sitting on the floor like you used to, but when you were a kid and just
So
for hours.
Castle Grayskull. Love this
Yeah.
thing. This is an absolute iconic 80s toy. Next,
Dope.
if you thought this was good, he also gave me Snake Mountain.
Oh, no way,
Dude.
dude.
And when I tell you the most surprising thing about this was, this is a microphone right here. And
Oh
it
my
still works. It makes
That is
thunder.
so cool.
And so I was in the house doing my best Skeletor. And let me tell you, it was dope. So Henderson, I've told him 1,000 times, thank you. Again, thank you so much because, dude, you have no idea like what these toys and the fact that he's like, man, they're going to be a little beat up because they were played with heavily. I was like, dude, that adds to the feel of
Absolutely.
those toys. I rather get
Absolutely.
toys that have like heart and feel and play with, like they're tied to his memories.
Sure.
So then he started remembering a bunch of stuff. When I started showing him, I was cleaning them, I was fixing them and stuff like that. It was just awesome. So again, Masters of the Universe, we're gonna do a review on that on this episode, but these toys are so awesome.
They were
Next thing in the halls, I actually didn't have any hauls with it. Like this is all stuff I've gotten last week. But then today I went out. I was on the phone with you, and I just came across so much stuff in like 20 minutes.
In the span of like 30 seconds, we were on
Yeah,
the phone.
yeah, yeah. It was so
I'm
crazy.
like, is this Encino Man? Oh my god, you just started like, I'm like, you gotta
Dude.
be kidding me.
So the first thing I'll show on here is this. You guys know how I am about DuckTales. This
Yeah, man.
Scrooge McDuck, Precious Moments, this figure. That I'm gonna put
Dude,
in
you
my
told me
90s
that thing was
section.
there for like a month, right?
A
Like,
month,
dude,
and they had it for like $13. I'm like, dude, this is a thrift store. What are you doing? So
Yeah.
I talked a person I have a good relationship with was there, and they gave it to me for $2.
dude,
Nice.
say no more. Say no more, brother. What else did you get?
Oh, look,
And
he has a
then-
little bag.
Yeah,
Oh man, he made it off of a steal today.
I went in. All right, we're gonna fly through this because we got this intro. We gotta get through it. So
Let's fly through them.
this is for Tony, The Abyss.
Yeah, man.
On
Oh my
VHS.
God.
That's
Such a great
coming your
movie.
way, buddy.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
This is for me, Highlander.
Oh,
The original Highlander. Unbelievable.
There could be only one.
There could only be one.
I've been after this for a while. You know how I feel about this movie.
Oh yeah, Encino Man. I
No,
cannot
he's
believe
in
you
the
forgot.
juice.
No, they're just squeezing the
Shush.
juice.
Then, just I was actually talking about Star Trek today. I'm a I'm a Trek. I'm a everything. I'm into everything, but I'm a Trekkie, and this is Star
Yeah,
Trek
man.
Generations. It has both my dudes in it, James T. Kirk and my favorite captain, Jean-Luc Picard.
That's the
The
greatest. bro.
best.
Jean-Luc is my favorite. He's the
Yeah,
bomb.
same.
I finally got the first Beverly Hills Cop. I
I
have two.
cannot believe it,
And I
dude.
finally got part one. Couldn't
Are you
believe
gonna
it.
get 3?
No.
Is that a special edition box?
No.
It's a special collector series. And last but not least, to kind of round out my Schwarzenegger collection, Total Recall.
Oh, that's a good movie.
And this
See you at
one,
the party, Richter.
and this case is pretty good. But
Nice.
yeah, I think that does it for my hauls. I think that's everything.
Dude, dope.
Yeah.
Very, very
Because
cool.
everything else here that you see, like this is stuff I've always had. Oh, I mean, my sword, but you guys
Yeah,
saw
of
that sword
course.
in the
Dude.
video. So
That's
but
sort
that
of-
is the hauls. Sorry, this intro is taking a little bit longer, but we're playing catch up. This is our 1 year
man.
anniversary, yo. So
yeah, man.
with that being said, Tony, you got anything over there you want to talk about?
I do. I have one thing, and those who follow me on social media, they've seen it. Dude, I saw this on Facebook and I could not believe it. And I've been after for this some time, but it's dude, just and you came over and I hooked you up with some. It's straight up pogs. Dude. The pogs that came up with this, like it's unbelievable. And my pride and joy, it was the exact slammer that I had when I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
look how thick
That thing is
is.
huge.
Dude. Again, we were allowed to have this in school. Like this has like weight. Can you imagine like you mess with me, but dude, forget it. This thing was awesome, and I'm telling you, man, there's like a box full of pogs here, bro. I was stoked.
I forgot. I
Stoked.
have the pogs literally right over there. Like I had so much stuff happen these last 2 weeks. I
Dude.
just I forget what I got. Actually, I
Dude.
have more. I'm literally looking at more stuff that I got, but
Yeah.
that's we'll do this in another episode.
We'll do that
And
another time. I got some more hauls.
Last thing I'll mention about Tony's actual hauls are he has some Batman cards, and we did
Yes.
crack them open on a live
did.
and go through them. So we're putting some together. He has to sort through them to make sure he got the
Yeah.
full collection, and then we're gonna kind of like be giving those back to you guys. So be on the lookout for that. We got some special bundles going to some fans of the show. But
Yeah.
with that being said, guys, long intro. We're back. 1 year anniversary. Thanks for rocking with us for 1 year. Now, let's get to the first segment. Man, this week we had some crazy video game announcements. And I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of these games that they announced were targeted to millennials, maybe Gen X and millennials,
A
because
little bit.
it's a lot of remakes or continuations. And to be honest with you, I'm not mad at it, but it goes to show where the gaming industry is right now, that they have to go back and remake this. We saw a few weeks back, they announced Star Fox, the remake of Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
And that got us all hyped. That kind of has me a little upset because it's like forcing you, if you want to play it, you have to get a Switch 2. And I'm not convinced yet to get a Switch 2. But with the announcements that they made this week,
then
might be I gotta figure something out because that price point is still killing me. But
yeah,
what was the one of the biggest announcements this week? It was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Come on, bro.
Unbelievable.
Dude, this is my number one Zelda game and literally one of my top games for N64.
Yep.
And the fact that they're remaking it, mind you, this year was the anniversary and they were silent about Zelda. Not one peep about the anniversary, nothing. And the whole community, gaming community, retro gaming community, we're all just like, there has to be something big because there's no way Nintendo would have been so silent about this. And this is what they were holding back for because they're doing the remaster. The trailer blew everyone away. It's essentially the intro. They show it going in on Link sleeping in Karaoke Forest the way it does in N64. And that's all you had to give us. That's all you had to give us. It looks incredible. Mind you, It was a teaser just showing pictures of like with a map and showing little screens from the game. And then it talked about that one boy, and that one boy is the hero of time, Link.
Man, unbelievable. They're really capitalizing off the nostalgia era, and I guess that's millennials because they know the millennials will definitely play them for sure.
Oh,
Hands down.
100%.
So
100%. So the next game that they introduced to us, and I was surprised that it was from Nintendo introducing it, but Kingdom Hearts. We're
Yep.
getting Kingdom Hearts 4. Finally, right? We've been
Yeah.
playing all these different iterations and side quest games for Kingdom Hearts for so long, and finally we're getting Kingdom Hearts 4. And I gotta show you guys something.
Oh, here we go.
Your boy's got the Sword of Power, but he's also got the Keyblade right here, bro.
Look at that, bro.
When I tell you that Kingdom Hearts is a staple game in my gaming universe, when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, I literally got the game on release. I was working at Best Buy, and I took that whole weekend off, and my voicemail said, "Sorry, I didn't answer the phone. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. If you want, come over my house and talk to me."
Dude,
Because I
you
did
were
not
you were
want
locked
to
in,
stop.
bro.
My
You were locked
cousins
in.
came over. They slept over. Me and my brother were literally living in the front house of my grandma's duplex at that time, and it was 4 days of straight gameplay. Took naps, ordered a bunch of pizza. Dude, talk about the ultimate gaming weekend when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts. I've been waiting for this game for the longest time. I played all the in between ones. My dog's name is Riku. Yeah,
Look at
man.
that.
I've been
Come
waiting for
on,
a
bro.
minute, bro. But yeah, excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. And last but not least, there's a bunch of games that were announced, but these are the ones
There
that strike with us.
Yeah,
And
easily.
I mean, it's a nostalgic thing. So
It is.
Crazy Taxi World,
World
Tour.
Tour.
Come
Dude.
on. Crazy Taxi was that was, mind you, Sonic was the game that got me interested in Dreamcast. Crazy Taxi is what kept me there. And then of course you
Yep.
had Power Stone and all these other
All the-
awesome Dreamcast
yeah.
games. But Crazy Taxi opened the door to us to play that Simpsons game, Simpsons Road
Yes.
Rage and all that stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's right.
But
Yep.
Crazy Taxi, dude, the soundtrack to Crazy Taxi, the look of Crazy Taxi, the feel, the vibe, the colors. Crazy Taxi is an absolute banger of a video game. I'm so glad that they released it later on the other consoles, because I went to a friend's house to play a Dreamcast. But when it came on, I believe I had it on GameCube. Dude,
Yeah.
hours. I had the Simpsons game and Crazy Taxi, and we're just going back and forth because that whole, you gotta get through the city. You had to find like
Yep.
special routes. There was like ramps
Yep.
to jump over stuff. The money that you were collecting, bro.
You got to pick up people. You gotta, and
Yeah.
let me ask you something. Were you introduced to Crazy Taxi in Dreamcast, or were you introduced it in the arcade? Because I was introduced in the arcade first.
No, Dreamcast. I went over to
See,
my
for
buddy's
me, it
house
was the arcade.
who had the Dreamcast, and he owns Sonic and NFL 2K1, and then we rented Crazy Taxi, and we were freaking hooked. Absolutely hooked. It was
Such a great game.
such an amazing game, dude. Between
It really
Crazy
is.
Taxi and Jet Set Radio, bro, dead.
Dude.
Like those games were incredible, and I'm so glad that we're getting a new Crazy Taxi. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was announced from Xbox.
Yeah. And
So
it's a Sega game, so Sega's probably releasing it, and Xbox maybe putting it on their console. I'm hoping it goes to all consoles, but
yeah,
man,
granted, I have an Xbox One, so I'll be able to play it if it comes out on that one. But I prefer my PlayStation. So if they release it
Same.
on all the consoles, perfect. Because I would rather prefer to play it on my PlayStation. But
Same.
dude, these 3 games, this is nostalgia. This is millennials. These were our games. And
Dude.
while I'm happy that this era of kids, what do they call it, Gen Z?
Gen Z.
While I'm happy that Gen Z is getting a taste of what actual good games are, it goes to show you, in movies, in music, and video games, what's keeping all these markets alive. It's stuff that came out in the 90s.
Easily.
90s and early 2000s, because Crazy Taxi, I would dare say, no, I think Crazy Taxi was 99.
Yeah.
But
It was
actually,
on-
Mike,
it-
can you look that up?
February 1999.
There you go.
Told you. Man, I told you this thing works. February 1999, Crazy
And then it launched on Sega Dreamcast January 24th of 2000.
Got you. So okay, so the arcade was 99.
Mhm.
Dreamcast was 2000. Literally the beginning of 2000.
A lot of millennials got introduced to the arcade. I was one of them. I was like, I remember we went to Flippers in Town and Country, and they had the Crazy Taxi, and that's how I was introduced to it in
Now,
1999.
what's the one song you think about when you think Crazy Taxi?
Oof.
What comes to me is Offspring's. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah,
So,
of course.
but yeah,
Yeah, the Offspring.
let us know, guys. Are you excited for these games? Which one of these games are you the most excited for? To be honest with you, Ocarina of Time is I'm glad to see that it's coming back. I don't have a Switch 2. I gotta see what's gonna happen when it comes out. I do want to play both Ocarina of Time and Star Fox, but to be honest with you, I think Kingdom Hearts is the one that I'm the most excited for.
That's
because it's a new game.
It's a brand new game, new adventure. Like it's gonna be.
And I wonder what Disney properties they're going, like what the worlds of and what Disney properties. I'm almost a little worried too because I'm not a big fan of the latest Pixar movies and like I'm not like all this the Disney stuff that's come out recently. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm locked into my nostalgia days. So if they keep the OG world, the Nightmare Before Christmas, the Tron world, the bro, if it's all that stuff is still there, awesome. Yes, include some of the new stuff. I get it for the new generations, but yeah, I think the one I'm the most hyped for, considering I'm a big Zelda guy, but it's literally a remake of a game I already beat. This is a new story. This is a continuation of characters I've been invested in since 2001.
And you may ask, can you download Kingdoms Hearts 1, 2, and 3 on the Switch?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that, but I own them on PS2.
So Kingdom Hearts 4 will be available on PS5, Xbox, the Switch 2, and on PC.
Nice.
Look at that. You may just get a Switch 2 and you get all 3.
No, screw that. But guys, again, let us know which one are you the most excited about. We want to hear what you guys think. And yeah, man, what an awesome time to be a millennial and we're getting all our old games on these updated systems.
Yeah, man.
Bro, did you see the news that broke right now? Like I said, retro gaming is taking over. Yes, we had Mortal Kombat movie.
Yes,
we have a Street Fighter movie coming out, and now they're producing a Streets of Rage movie.
Dude, they're straight up capitalizing on all that stuff. Mortal Kombat, Sonic the Hedgehog, everything.
Yeah, and dude, let me tell you, this has been a long time coming because this game plays out. While it is a side-scrolling beat 'em up, this thing plays out like a movie. You got the villain, Mr. X. That he's like the crime boss. These guys are cops. You got Axel, Blaze, and Adam in part 1, and such an amazing game. Side-scrolling beat 'em ups were an absolute beast of games that came out during that era. Final Fight,
Double Dragon,
Streets of Rage, bro. So many side-scrolling beat 'em ups, and I mean, you got the Simpsons one, you got the Ninja Turtles one, but on Sega Genesis, dude, I'm telling you, one of the greatest side-scrolling beat 'em ups on it. And how many of us are locked in with just the look of this game, the sound of the game, the soundtrack to this game and part 2 are absolutely amazing.
They're bangers.
My brother and I got Streets of Rage 2 for my birthday. It came with my Sega Genesis right here. Look, that's the thing right there. So this is the one that comes in the system. It says not for resale because it's part of the bundle that came with the Sega Genesis. So it doesn't have like a skewable thing or something like that. Dude, my brother could tell you that was the first time because we had a Nintendo before that, and we didn't really play many games together. We didn't have many 2-player games. We played Contra together, and we played the TMNT arcade. But when I got that Sega Genesis for my birthday, that was the first time my brother and I stayed up all night that weekend banging away on Streets of Rage 2, and that was the first time I got blisters on my fingers.
Yeah, that was such a great time, you know, to actually, because we're so opposite and we don't really, you know, do a lot of things together. And that game really just brought us together where we would spend just hours together playing.
And I was always Axel. Axel was my guy. This look at this guy. This was my guy in the game. I always use him. The dragon punch that he does, the side scraper uppercut that he does, bro. Such an awesome game. Now, you did notice something about the cover art from part one
Dude.
and somebody else.
Yeah, dude. I just want you to take a look at this for a second. Like, I'm looking at this cover art. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy looks a little familiar, bro.
I've
This
seen
guy
this
is
guy
straight up.
before.
I've seen this guy before. Where have I seen this guy before? Oh, that's right. It's straight up Johnny Lawrence, bro.
Straight up. I
Dude.
never freaking put that together, man. Never put that together.
Look at that. You're gonna tell me that's not Johnny Lawrence, bro? There's no way.
100% Johnny
Dude.
Lawrence.
It's straight up Johnny Lawrence, bro, from Karate Kid.
Yep.
Dude. And I guarantee you, when they created Streets of Rage, they looked up this image. Is like, that's Axel right there.
They're like,
Sure.
This guy got his ass handed to him in Cobra Kai. We need to remake him and give him a positive outlook. We need to make him kick some ass. Not knowing that Cobra Kai was going to take off 30 years later.
Exactly. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's straight up Johnny Lawrence. Straight up.
But man, I'm so excited. I hope this thing gets made because obviously a lot of things go into like the production and the start. Sometimes they don't come to see the light. We've been waiting for that new Blade movie for how long? You know? So yeah, we're not going to get into that. But this right here, I'm excited for. Now, if you go like while Streets of Rage 1, I love it. I hope we have so much content that we can make from these games. You could do a literal trilogy because 1 is great. I think 2 is the best of the 3. And why do I think this is the best one? Because again, this is the one I got introduced to, and the character's Max, which is the big strong dude, and my brother's favorite character is Skate. Skate is such a badass character. On rollerblades, doing somersaults, he flips on top of the guys, starts banging on them like that. Bro, such a crazy game. And we can't forget about Blaze. Blaze is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they're all of these characters are sick. And there's so much story there because in part 2, they basically Mr. X kidnaps Adam, and that's why Skate joins because he wants the guys, he wants Axel and Blaze to help find Adam. So he joins up and we get such a kick-ass game. And again, go back to the characters. Look at these are all different characters throughout all the levels, all the bosses. The ones I absolutely freaking hated were those blue ninjas right there. Those guys, they're hard to hit. They move real quick. They like do a shadow move. The kickboxers are untouchable if you're playing it on hard. Like that kick, that distance that they have. Then you got what's his name? Big Ben, bro. Big Ben. He runs around on the baseball field shooting fire at you. And then he just bitch smacks you. And the bitch smack sound is ridiculous. The soundtrack again to this game is one of the most. It starts off this game right here, Streets of Rage 2. When the game starts, the intro to it is a movie. It shows a city in that 16-bit art, like art that it looks. It's a flashing. Then it shows Mr. X coming through, like that with his hands and his face, and it tells you what happened, bro. This game was a movie. This game was a movie. And I'm so excited that we're actually getting this thing coming our way. Dude, it's going to be ridiculous. All right, guys, here is our spoiler filled. So if you have not seen Masters of the Universe, the new He-Man movie, you might want to skip this segment.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
If you have seen it, here's what we think about it. And I saw it twice already. I saw it with Tony at that special preview screening that we went to. And then when I got home, I took my son to go watch it, and he absolutely loved it. But let's jump into Roly's Retro Room review of Masters of the Universe. So I'm going to ask you first, Tony, what did you think about this movie?
All right. I thought it was great. And I'm gonna let everybody know that right off the top that it starts off good. It starts off the pacing is good, and then the pacing kind of goes slow. But for the most part, it was a well-rounded movie. It had its campy moments, it had its funny moments, but for the most part, I think if I had to give it out of 5 stars, I'd probably get it about, a 3.5, 4. In somewhere in that realm. What about you?
Solid. So so you were not a big He-Man person growing up.
I was not. I think I
So
was late to the
this
game.
was essentially, you didn't watch any of the cartoons.
I watched some of them. Yeah, like when
Some
it
of
was on
them. But
Cartoon Network and stuff like that.
but you weren't like into it. You didn't have the toy
No, I
line
didn't
or
have the
anything like
toys
that.
or anything
Okay.
like that. No.
Whereas I was like, this was probably the first cartoon and toy line I was into in the 80s. My brother actually blocked this out. I was telling him because I was walking around Target with the sword, and he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "This is the He-Man's power sword." He's like, "What's He-Man?" And my brain just fucking like stuttered. But yeah, so I loved this franchise. I've been into Master of the Universe. I've been trying to get these toys forever. Like, these are my guys right here, bro. These are my day ones. Before Turtles, these were my toys. Not these
Yeah, man.
particular ones, but this is what I was into. So, from a fan's perspective, this movie was absolutely incredible. Like,
Yeah.
blown away. I saw it for free and I paid to go watch it again. I want and I need this movie to do well because I need sequels. And
Yeah.
all right, so let me explain why I thought this movie was incredible. So, I'm with you on the pacing. That was my first gripe I told you when we left the theater, was
Yeah.
that with
Yeah,
the
definitely.
only thing I have against this movie was that it was moving. Then we got some parts here and
Yeah.
there that were slow. It's a bit draggy, but man, let me tell you that the 80s fan service that they did to us OG day ones, it
Dude,
was absolutely incredible.
it
From
was.
the character design, Man at Arms, Idris Elba absolutely kills it. The
Oh, yeah.
fact that they made him a drunk for most of it, and we had to you get him in his full form in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then he has like a character dip when he's drunk because he failed and stuff like that. And then he comes back at the end where him and Roboto team up and they start taking on Trapjaw. Trapjaw, bro,
Dope.
let
Dope.
me tell you, one of
Dope.
my favorite villains. His look, this guy was ripped from the cartoon. He
Yep.
looked incredible. And man, was he a badass in that first
was.
scene when he fights Man at Arms. And basically,
Absolutely.
you think Man at Arms has him and is messing him up.
Yeah.
And dude, Trapjaw just gets up and is like, "Nah, man, you don't got this."
Nope.
Bam, blasted him in the chest, and that's it. It was just like, you could not believe it. And then him and Tila had to jump out. Now,
Yep.
next up, Beast Man. Holy shit.
Beastman was woo. Beastman was
Beast
dope.
Man was so sick.
It
Like,
was.
when I saw him hunting down the Sword of Power and hunting down Adam, dude, when he just came out and jumped on top of the cars, it was like seeing, like, it as a kid, as a fan.
Yeah.
I was a kid watching this movie. I was an 80s
Watch it
kid
back.
in the 80s watching this. You were there next to me. You saw for most of the movie. I would get up and I was like on the edge of I was like, bro, like,
Yep.
and I would look over to Henderson and be like, dude, this is insane. And he would look at me and be like, bro, like, this is perfect. Then later on, when he pulls out the whip, that's it.
Yep. That's it.
Dude, I was like, yes, they're doing great fan service, and not in a bad way, because fan service can kind of go backfire on you.
It can backfire, and I think they're doing a good job. And again, it goes back to the Sonic, but like they're doing a pretty good job with it because we saw first with Mortal Kombat, and now they're delivering it with Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
Like it's doing a really good job. And
Yeah.
we're gonna get into Jared Leto, and
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say is that he stole the show. Like he nailed it.
So I was gonna get to that. So before we get to Jared Leto, I have to say, the guy who plays Adam, his name I forgot, it escapes me. But this guy that plays Adam / He-Man, man, never seen this guy before, never heard of him.
Never.
And after today, this is gonna be his Henry Cavill Superman Man of Steel.
Yeah.
This
For sure.
100% has cemented him as, this guy got jacked up. The like it just reminded me of Henry Cavill in Man of Steel. Like
Yeah.
Henry Cavill was known this much because of Two Doors, and he's done one or two movies, but Superman put him on the map, and we never forgot Henry Cavill. And look at us today.
Yep.
After this, after this, we will never forget this guy's name. I will look up his name and now, but dude,
Yeah.
this guy absolutely killed it. The campiness, the humor, like
Yeah.
I feel like
It's all
at
there.
some points the humor felt just a little too much.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just a little too much. And there was a lot of jokes that are gonna go over kids' heads because it's a
Yeah.
lot of innuendos.
Yeah.
A lot of
Definitely.
innuendos. But he did absolutely great. Cringer looked awesome. When the movie starts and the MGM logo comes up, instead of the regular tiger, it's Cringer. And I was like,
Yep.
oh my God, great start.
Done.
Great start.
You're like, done. Yep.
Now, let's talk about the guy who stole the show. The person we were most worried about.
Everybody was worried about it.
Absolute cinema poison
Yeah.
is what he is known as at the moment. And I'm sorry to say this because I'm a fan of his earlier work. I'm a fan of 30
Same.
Seconds to Mars. But when
Yeah.
I heard Jared Leto was in this, I already got that fear.
Yeah. Everybody
But
did.
bro, let me tell you,
Did.
this
He nailed
guy
it.
stole the show anytime
it.
he was on screen. He was menacing. He was funny. He insulted his guys the way he does, like, you boob, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have that
Yeah.
voice. Like he called them bumbling morons. Like the
Yeah.
way the attitude that Skeletor had in the
Yeah.
original,
He had it.
Jared Leto brought his take onto it. And man, I was so impressed. I was like, oh my, like that first scene when he's like, that's it.
That's it.
When I raise my fist, that's it. That's
That's
the
it.
crescendo.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like,
it was got it.
Yeah.
He got it. I was like, that scene was like, all right, he did it. He
Yeah.
did it. And of course, like he's taking Adam through all. He's like, what is this? Human resource. Like it was just like so like perfection.
oh
Like,
yeah,
it was
that
like
dream sequence or whatever it was
dream
called when he was
sequence,
putting him
like-
through all the real life positions. Yeah,
he's
that
like,
was
yeah,
nuts.
it's working. Yo,
Yeah. And
was
then
great.
Allison Brie being Evil Lynn,
She was great.
great. Now,
Yeah.
and I will say, a lot of times when Skeletor was kind of like manhandling her or grabbing her, like, showing his like dominance over her when she would like kind of mess up,
Yeah.
it almost looked like she was enjoying the abuse.
Yeah, a little bit.
You saw the smirk on her face.
There's a little smirk. It was a little sadomasochism. I'm not gonna pronounce it, but some BDSM a little bit in there,
But
I'm like,
dude, and she went on to say how much she loved playing the role because a lot of these
She loved
actors love playing villains.
they grew up with it, but they also grew up with it. She had said in an interview that she grew up watching Masters of the Universe. So when she got the role, she's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Dude.
Not a problem.
And the way the theater blew up, like everyone went crazy.
Yep.
I raised my sword in the
Yep.
freaking theater. That first transformation, man, that was such a moment. Like, again, it doesn't come close to any, like, I'm not gonna say it comes close to that whole moment when when Endgame does that whole thing. But man, for an 80s kid, when he
Yeah.
raised the sword and he's there with Trapjaw and he says, by the power of Grayskull,
Grayskull.
that whole sequence of him being lifted up, the
Yep.
muscles coming in,
Goosebumps.
and then
Goosebumps.
he lands on his feet with everything on him, the armor and everything, and he goes, I have the power. I was like, oh my God, am I
Done.
really watching this? Is
Yeah.
this happening right now? Oh my goodness. I couldn't do, like, I could not believe it, dude. Like I
Couldn't
am
continue, so.
2026 in my 40s watching a He-Man movie and it's done right.
Yep.
It's being done right, bro.
It's straight
And
up.
then he just started kicking some ass. Like he went off when he transformed. He's still like learning. Like this is obviously like the beginning of his journey as He-Man. But dude, he was kicking some ass. He's learning about his powers and stuff like that, his strength and stuff like that. And let's get into that action, dude. That
Dude.
action was ridiculous.
Great.
When he's going in there, fighting with the sword, cutting them up, just going at it with all those villains, with Spycore, with Triclops, all of it, bro. I'm telling you, I was a child. I was a kid in that movie theater. I wasn't 40-year-old Roly. I
No.
was 5-6-year-old Roly watching this
For
movie.
sure. And you got to say though, I think the one thing that you had mentioned to me as how they introduced the names, I thought that was complete genius writing
Yeah.
in their part. Like it was incredible because some of these names, if you spout them out, you're like, what,
They're
what?
ridiculous.
They're ridiculous. But that's
Absolutely
how they
ridiculous.
are in the cartoon. That's how they
Yeah.
are labeled in the cartoon. So he's like, well, I don't remember the names. I'm just gonna make up their names, and this is so
Right.
and so, and this is
Yeah, it's literally a kid naming them.
Yeah.
It's him from when he leaves his planet with the sword, and that's how he remembers them based on whatever their ability is. So
Yeah.
again, who were the people that he named? It was Ram Man,
Yep.
because you ram guys.
You ram things. Like
Then
ram guys.
there was Mechaneck,
because he
extends his neck.
Yeah.
Then
exactly.
there was your
Fisto.
favorite, Fisto.
Fisto.
'cause You fist
You
people.
fist things. You
He's
fist
like,
people.
Damn right I do.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
But dude, and seeing all these characters,
Yeah.
one of my favorite looking of the heroes was Metaneck. I thought he looked incredible.
He
The
looked great.
colors, like this is ripped from the 80s, dude. Now,
Yep.
the other thing we have to mention is the music.
Oh, dude.
The music in this thing, it sounds so. So if you just get into the score of this movie, it sounds like an 80s rock opera type situation. The heavy guitar, the inspiration of the original theme being put into it, it's just it matches perfectly. Then they included a song from another 80s franchise that totally blew me away, but I think I know why they were able to include it. I think
Yeah.
Amazon owns both these movies and they're producing it too, because I think Amazon's the one making the Highlander movie.
Yeah.
So with that being said, they played Princes of the Universe by Queen. And man, let me tell you, when that played, at first I was like, this is from another movie. But
Yeah, it
you know
is.
what? It plays
works.
perfectly for that scene.
It works.
First,
It works.
that scene was the first 5 seconds of it is hilarious
It is.
because they're like choking on the smoke.
Yeah.
But then once that little funny thing passes, they all start going and start kicking some ass.
Yeah.
And
it's
that
such a
song
great-
plays
oh my God.
perfectly.
The
It
montage is
sets the
beautifully
freaking
done.
mood.
And it sets the tone. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It really does set the tone. So I think I like if you give it like if I gave it a 3.54, that's where I'm like, it's probably more solid, closer to 4, where it's like, dude, it was a good movie. It really was.
I'm biased. I am a day one He-Man guy. I'm not giving it a perfect score because of the pacing. Like I said, there's ups, then there's these little draggy moments, and then it kicks off again towards the third act. But I'm giving it a 4.5. It's not perfect. I'm not giving it a full 5.
Yeah.
4.5. Again, I'm biased. I'm a day one He-Man guy. So this was incredible to me. And now, one of the big complaints most of us day ones were like looking at when we're watching this movie is no Oracle.
Yeah.
He was nowhere to be found. I was like, man, are they really not gonna include him?
Yeah.
And what happens? Very first credit after this,
Yep.
after the credits, the very first scene after the credits, he comes out and he does what they do at the end of every episode. It's like the message of the episode. And he gives his little message telling you, and then I feel that was his introduction. And if we get sequels, we'll see more.
Absolutely.
Then
for sure.
We get 2 more after credit scenes.
Credits. Yep.
The middle one was the introduction of She-Ra. And she's just standing there. And her sword is just shining. And they show her profile. And I was like, here we go. Let's build this universe. Let's go.
Let's see how they're going to build it. And the last and final scene.
What was it?
We got Alison Brie's character picking up Skeletor's helmet and
skull.
Skull, and walking away, and you hear that Jared Leto Skeletor laugh.
The cackle.
Ugh.
Dude.
Man.
And that final battle between Skeletor and He-Man was insane.
It was a great.
And I feel like
battle.
Not only was it a great fucking battle, but it was a nod to the toy line, because the thunder punch, you saw him. He's like, he's like, oh, you don't even know how to use that power. And he gets up with his eyes kind of glowing. He's like, I know how to use it. I just wasn't using it or something like that.
Yeah,
And then,
I was just
he's like,
he
I
said,
was
I was just
pulling my
holding back.
punches. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I
And
was pulling my punches. And dude,
boom.
that sequence was so badass when they're just seeing Skeletor and He-Man in real life going at
Yeah.
it. Guys, and then the other thing I'll tell you is Castle Grayskull and
Oh, it's
Snake
beautiful.
Mountain. Oh my God, everything.
They nailed it.
Everything was beautiful in this movie. They did not cheap out. The action sequence when they're flying through Eternia and I forgot the thing. I think it's called the Rancor.
Yeah.
It's that spinning device, that spinning vehicle that they're chasing him, and he's on top of the ship and he just grabs it and throws it. Bro, I'm telling you, this thing was fun. It was an awesome time. It looked amazing. It sounded amazing. Besides the little draggy parts, this movie is an incredible time at the theater.
It
So,
is.
with that being said, I love this movie. It was great. And we had, not only did we enjoy this movie, we got to go and watch it with just great people, our friends, other friends that we've made on this journey with content creation. That's our boy Dayton. He is
Yep.
an absolute beast. We were
Yep.
all decked out in our He-Man shirts, and we all kind of look like each other because
Yeah, we
it's the
kinda
backwards
funny.
like everybody in their 40s is wearing backwards hats and He-Man shirts at this thing.
Yep, exactly. I mean, and of course we had to hold the sword. It was, oh man, it was just such a great time. It really
Yeah.
was. And again, for those who you haven't seen it, go out, check out this movie.
And man, just look at this. This is literally the picture of the dopest content creators. You got
it really
Tony
is.
in Retro, Roly's Retro Room, D-Mac, and Mermaid Skills. Shout out to them. They
Good.
honestly made this event even much more better because we
Absolutely.
got to hang out with incredible people. We got to laugh. We got to make content. Like it was incredible. Right now, the video of me screaming at the top of my lungs on that escalator
Yep,
is viral.
it
Is
is.
absolute viral. And
And
again,
it's a
there are
beautiful video.
some not so flattering comments on there. They're like, oh, so this is what happens when you're in your 40s. This is what happens when you're overweight. I was like, you know what, bro? I was having a good time. I don't care. Like, oh,
Who
I didn't
cares?
know He-Man wore such baggy jeans. I was like, shut the fuck up. So
Dude, guys, come on.
yeah.
Hey, haters are gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. They just peel a peanut butter and jealous.
Yes, that's it, man. That's it. They
But
just wanted that sword.
yeah,
That's it.
everyone
They're
wants that
gonna
sword. Everyone's
everyone.
asking in the comments, where can I get that sword? It's sold out everywhere. Just for your information, it's on pre-order right now on Regal and AMC. If you pre-order it, you'll get it. And Regal has it for October. I think AMC has it for December.
Go watch it in your theaters, bro. Like, go support your movie theaters. Let's bring movies back. Let's go back to go watching movies, because let me tell you something. This in itself is an adventure. It really is. You'll have a good time. You're gonna watch a great movie. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong with this movie, and go watch it, because
Dude,
if
yeah.
you haven't watched it, go. I'm telling
And
you, you're
I'm
not gonna
telling
miss
you,
out.
this we saw it on a regular screen and it was great. But man, this thing was filmed for IMAX.
Easily.
This thing
IMAX.
in an IMAX theater probably looks. Oh, here it is.
Yep.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!
So that's the raw cut.
That's the raw cut. For
Yeah,
those of you
so
who are
there's
interested,
another
go see the
video.
viral cut.
If you go to my social media, Mermaid Skills, she did it and she collaborated me on it. And there's lightning effects. There's two angles. There's music. It's a great like 16-second reel. Awesome. I loved it. And
She shot one angle, I shot the other, and she spliced them together. It was like so perfect. It really was
so great. So yeah, that's what a dork I am, ladies and gentlemen. There's that video, and then there's another video of that I did it in my backyard. That is absolutely, that's another one. I forgot. That's another one that's going viral. Check out that one at Roly's Retro Room on all the social medias. But yeah, Masters of the Universe, please go watch this movie. Go support it. I need more movies. I need this to take off because it was great. And this is a movie you have to experience it in the theater. You will not get the full feeling of it watching it at home. Will you enjoy it at home? Yes, because it's an awesome movie. Yeah. But it's the highest recommendation is to watch it in the theaters because one, I want it to do good, and two, it's an immersive feel. This thing was the way they shot it, the way the investment that Amazon made into the special effects. And I'm very anti like making everything so special effects, but this was done right.
Right. It
So,
really was. It really was. Go see
but
it.
yeah, if you've already seen Masters of the Universe, let me know what you thought about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you agree with us or if you have your disagreements. What would you rate it? And yeah, man, I can't say anything else. Like I love this movie. All right, and welcome to memes of the week. These
We are
are
here.
memes that are sent to us by fans, family, friends, like anyone that sends us nostalgic memes. They come to us. A lot of times, these memes come from people that we made friends with, and we're more than glad to review these memes and just see if they jog up any nostalgic vibes. So let's go with the first one.
Let's do it.
My
Bam.
dude, check it.
Ah.
All right,
Check
on
it.
screen
Here we go.
right now, it says the streets were a lot safer when ducks fought crime. I'm just
Dude.
saying. The ducks on here are Donald Duck. You got Darkwing Duck, the terror that flaps in the night.
Yeah.
Then you got Plucky from Tiny Toon Adventures dressed up as Batman. Then
Yep.
the OG Daffy Duck. And
Daffy
now
Duck.
in the
Your
center,
favorite.
my
Mm.
boy, Gizmo Duck, Blathering Blabberskites,
Yep.
Howard the Duck. Then you got Huey, Louie, and Dewey and Scrooge fighting the
Yep.
Beagle Boys, Duckman, and the Mighty Ducks, the cartoon series.
Yes.
This
Dude.
was an absolute time. This is spanning, well, Looney Tunes is from way before. I think Looney
Way
Tunes started in the
before
70s.
No, 50s. Something like
50s.
that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Daffy's from a while ago, but everything else kind of takes place from the late 80s to the mid to late 90s because the Mighty Ducks was later and Duckman. Man, I forgot about Duckman. I haven't thought about Duckman in years, but my guy, you got my top 2 Disney Ducks on here.
Yeah.
Darkwing and Gizmo. Well, in the order is Gizmo and Darkwing. But
Yeah.
man,
Dude.
the ducks? Life was just better when the ducks were taking care of
They were
business.
just safer, bro. They really were.
The
I don't know what
ducks-
it was,
They were taking out the trash, man.
dude. And I gotta say, they probably put Donald Duck first because he's probably one of our first ducks. He was like Disney created, so like he was with Mickey Mouse and all of this stuff. And then, but somehow in the '90s, they brought all these ducks, and it's something that I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was just kept us safer.
Well, remember that Donald Duck essentially drops off Huey, Louie, and Dewey to Scrooge,
right.
and that's how we entered the Duckverse through Donald. Donald Duck introduced us to the beginning of the Disney Duckverse.
Absolutely.
And then we met Gizmo, and then we met Launchpad, and then Launchpad went to Darkwing, and that's, bro.
Dude, it's all connected. It's all connected, bro. So
we need the ducks to come back. We need the ducks to come back
so.
and fight crime and take care of it. And I will do a shout out here. Plucky Duck, Tiny Toon Adventures. We need to talk more about Tiny Toon Adventures because it was absolutely a great cartoon series. And Tiny Toons and Animaniacs were like 2 main things, but that's another day.
That's another
shout
day.
out to Plucky Duck.
On to next.
Dude, this right here is a freaking staple of the 80s. And really maybe the 90s as well. I want to say, yeah, I saw these in the 90s too. Do you remember when we used to capture summer memories, and not just summer memories, in these keychains? And these are the little keychains that have a viewfinder, little hole, and you would put pictures inside of them. And they were basically, you put these on your keys. And you would go around like, yeah, look, this is me on my vacation with my kids or something like that. Man,
you had to hold up to sunlight and just kind of like, oh yeah,
dude,
good.
So crazy. I think my mom had one of this when we went to Disney.
Yeah,
of me and my brother.
Yeah,
it bro. And I tell you, and then there's always like a theme on the side of it, or wherever you got it from, they would have like their logo or something like engraved on it. But
yeah, I've seen them at restaurants. I've seen them. I mean, they all have them everywhere. They were so cheap to make, and you literally just put a picture in it, and that's it,
dude. Talk about totally forgetting about something and then having a flood of memories come in. This was everywhere. This was one of the biggest like tourist things you could do, actually, because you could go to a spot, take your picture, and within minutes or maybe an
Yeah.
hour or so, they would make
It was
that thing
brought
and
to
they,
you.
oh, here's your keychain, bro.
That's it.
Bro, this is so nostalgic. It's so crazy. I don't think they don't make this stuff anymore. Like, there's no way
I
this
haven't
is
seen
something
them.
that's being
I haven't
produced.
seen them. If there is,
But
I probably do a reel on it, but I haven't seen it out there. So
But dude, you absolutely, once you see this and you see that image where it's the viewfinder and you look
yeah.
into it, man, everyone had one of these. Like every keychain, you saw one of these little like triangled looking things on everyone's keychain in the 80s. Definitely in the
Yeah.
80s, dude.
For sure. And you
But
knew there was some type of picture in there or some type of memory,
yeah. But yeah,
So,
man, this picture just instantly threw me back. This is crazy. But
yeah, let us
let
know.
me know. Let us know. Do you remember these? Did you go on a vacation on the summer of 90s or summer of the 80s? And I want to say maybe your parents had this. Let us know.
For sure. On to next. All right. For those who are viewing this right now, it says, I'm this old. And it's a picture of Pepsi bottle caps. And one says, please play again. And the other says, buy Dew or Pepsi, 20 ounce, get one free. My man. And on the bottom, it says, I remember getting excited over this.
Hell yeah.
My man. Dude, we got super excited. And I have to say, for those of us who are millennials and probably addicted to soda, I would say this is a pretty strong culprit why we were addicted to soda, because we wanted to get $1 million, wanted to get, I don't know, what other prizes were there, bro? There was like so many prizes
There was
that we saw in the
money.
commercials.
They had like partnerships with like some restaurants sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I remember they had like a thing with Taco Bell once or something like that.
Oh yeah, you get a free like taco or something like that.
Right.
And it said
But
on there.
dude,
Yeah.
this was absolutely like you can't even, this isn't a thing now. They don't
No.
even do this anymore. Like there is
Actually-
you could win a free Pepsi or a Coke now. No,
No,
you're gonna
it's
say
not like
that,
that.
is there?
No, it's not like that now. Actually, the funny thing is, it's funny that you say that, because you can now, because FIFA is out and just started, you can now collect these stickers that are on the wrapper of the Coke bottle, but not on the actual bottle cap.
Well,
it
Oh,
was
that's
in
like
the 90s.
Pepsi
That's like
points.
Pepsi points.
Yeah.
Which that's a segment where we said we're gonna talk about collecting. Me and my brother collected
Oh, yeah.
And the
millions
Learjet.
of Pepsi
There's a whole
points.
story. There's a whole story
Yeah.
about that Learjet. So
We would
yeah.
buy the pack of 12 to get, because the pack of 12 gave you the most points.
Yeah.
And then we solely drank Pepsi. We didn't like Pepsi over Coke, but Pepsi gave you that incentive. And this was one of their incentives too. You get a 20 ounce, and this wasn't the point system thing, but this was, hey, there's a chance you could get a free 20 ounce. So you go into the gas station, you get a Pepsi, you pop the thing open, you look, I get a free one. A free Pepsi. Are you kidding?
You give it to them, and you walk off with a free 20 ounce Pepsi, bro.
And they can't tell you, like, no one's gonna tell you no. And to be honest, what a great time to just walk into a gas station, give them a bottle cap, and you don't pay anything.
No,
and you
I
walk
like to
out
see
with
that
that
trial
Pepsi.
nowadays. There's no way that doesn't happen today. There's no way that I've never
Free?
seen that happen.
No, there's nothing free in this world. Nothing.
It makes you wonder what they did with the bottle caps. Did they throw them away? Did they have to turn them in? Did they have to, like, what did they do with them? Like,
there had to be a system for inventory, because again, how many people are coming in to get those free fucking things? And
because I've got
you
a
have
couple
to
of those.
account
I
for
remember
them for your inventory.
Absolutely. I remember I got a couple of those.
Yeah.
those
Pepsi probably did like a credit or something like that when they brought the cap in. So that's probably how it worked.
It was like winning our lotto as kids. It really was. Like,
absolutely.
It really was.
But yeah,
man,
definitely we gotta dive into those Pepsi points, because man, we drank Pepsi for that whole year. We had the catalog, and we placed an order. We were going to like recycle bins and taking them off if we saw anybody throw them away, because on the label of the Pepsi thing, you could cut it out of the 2-liter bottle, and some people weren't even participating. My brother and I remember, like, the recycle bin wasn't a full ass garbage. It was a blue plastic.
There was a
like this, and they would put it outside, and we were going through that shit. But anyways, we'll talk about that on the next episode. But this was an absolute time. Getting your bottle, twisting it off, and seeing that you won a free 20 ounce. Come on, they don't do that.
All right, bro. Let us know.
I cannot wait for when we have Chris on the show, because he and I definitely played with basketballs that looked like this. So obviously this means you played with that ball every day and you practice. So
Easily.
on screen
Easily.
right now, it says real hoopers have played with this ball. And what's
Yeah.
on screen right now? It's a worn out, fuzzy basketball. Funny enough, I played a lot of basketball almost right like the year or two before I moved up here. And I was playing basketball a lot with my friends. And when I had one of these in my trunk because we were playing every day. My ball was the one that we're playing with every day. So a buddy of mine came and he's like, "Bro, I'm not playing with that shit." I was like, "Dude, it's good. It bounces. It has a."
Yeah.
He's like, "Bro, I'm not touching that fuzzy thing." I was like, "Yo, I could tell you've never played basketball in the hood.
Yeah.
Like
Seriously.
you're a Kendall guy because
Yeah.
there's no way. Come on, as long as you could shoot it. If there's no other ball, yo, ball is life. We're
Yeah.
running with this one, and that is it."
Yeah. That's it.
Eventually somebody did show up and we played with theirs. But man, real hoopers, it doesn't matter the shape of the ball.
Exactly.
As long as it doesn't have a leak and it bounces, you're playing with that thing. And absolutely, if you spent hours on a basketball court, you played with
Yeah.
one of these. And bro, it is where it is. You got it
Yeah.
in, you were hitting your threes, you were doing your layups, you were posting up, you were doing it with this one in your hand. And I don't shame anybody on that. You play
No,
with one
no
of
way.
these, you're a real one on me.
And let me tell you something. Yeah, it lost its grip. It was like kind of smooth. It didn't have it had that friction and stuff. But I think it almost made you a better basketball player because of it. Like, and then you got a grippy ball, and then you like really dominated, in my opinion. Like, it was just like you played with this, you get a good ball, bro. Forget it.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're really dominating, and now you're
The-
doing this. The only thing I could say is like if it ever got wet, that's where it kind of
Oh,
like
that's it's
sucked.
absolutely gross if it gets
Yeah.
wet. 100%.
It's like-
It's
it
absolutely gross if it got wet. But outside of that, man, yo, real hoopers, y'all know everyone played with this kind of ball. Don't be ashamed of it.
for sure.
And man, we're ending with such a nostalgic banger right here. Man, I forgot about this until I saw this image. Nerf fencing. Who remembers these OGs? Bro,
Dude.
these things, I had it. Me and my brother
Yeah.
played the hell out of these things. You know what it kind of reminds me of too? The Ghostbusters Proton Pack,
Yep.
the
I
freaking
was
stream that
just
comes
about to
out
say
of it.
that. Yep.
That's exactly
Little
what it
foam.
looked like. But
That's
this
exactly
is
what it's
the Nerf fencing system. It's basically two foam swords, and you're just
Yep.
going at it. Man, hours with my brother beating the hell out of each other. Did we hit them against each other? Yeah. But were
Yeah.
we beating the crap out of each other with them? Even more so. I was trying to freaking peg the crap out of him. And to be honest, we kind of got pretty good at learning defense with it because we're avoiding freaking getting
Yeah.
smacked in the face. And I was going for the face. I was going for the balls. Like we were fucking going at
You
it, dude.
I just imagine you two just going.
No, going, bro.
Dude.
I'm telling you. And remember, it's Nerf foam. So
Yeah.
when you make a hard hit, it has that hollow
sound.
Yeah.
hollow sound. So when I would be popping him, he'll be popping me back. And then my mom's like, "What is going on in there?" And then we're like, "No, we're just playing." And then she would walk away, just hear pop, 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 pop. And she walks back in. She's like, "What's making that noise?" We're like, "Oh, it's our swords." She'll come and be like, "This is soft." I'm like, "Listen, I don't know how that works. It is what it is."
It's physics.
But we were going hard with these, dude. And then now that I look at it, I'm instantly reminded of my Proton Pack from
Easily.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Because that
From the
I
rip.
think that sword was the same thing that was the stream that came out of the Proton Pack,
Yep,
out of the
exactly.
neutrino one.
Yep. The neutron one, it would be like you put it in and it'd just be like this
Yeah.
foam wavy thing. I think I have a picture, but I have that, bro. I'm telling you, I have a picture of it somewhere. I have a proton pack at my birthday party with it, but that's another story side. These things, dude, and I'm telling you, you go at it. Yeah, like you find someone to play with, and you're like, and you're just for some reason you always went for the head. I don't know why.
It's just because it's soft.
Yeah.
So since it's soft, you're like justified in the fact that I could do headshots with it because it's not gonna hurt. It's foam.
Exactly.
But man, we were slamming the crap out of it. Like, bro, I
left
remember
marks,
my
bro.
brother caught me once in the freaking eye with it, and I went off. I threw it on the floor, and I was like, "Nah, fuck this. We're fighting." Straight fist fight. Like if I get hit in the head, I was good. But once you hit me in the eye, and I start like, you know when something touches your eye and you just like
Oh yeah,
endlessly start
that
tearing.
bother. You're like,
I was
you're
like,
like,
nah, man,
no,
that's
we're
it.
fighting.
I saw red,
Drop him.
threw it on the floor, jumped on top of him, and he just covered up. And my mom had to pull me off. And she goes, "Stop it! You see, that's why I can't leave you guys alone for." I was like, he hit me in the freaking eye. And then my mom, of course, he's the little brother. She's like, "Oh, he didn't mean it." Oh no, he didn't mean it. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. But yeah, man, this fencing thing, this shit took me back, dude.
The
This
worst
is
part is when you got hit with the plastic like part where it holds by
That-
accident.
yeah, no,
dude.
and that part was solid plastic. Like that
Yeah,
was it was
It
pretty
was. It
rough.
was.
But
And that hurt.
thankfully, we never actually hit each other with that, and we're pretty good with that. But yeah, it's kind of like when you watch these sword fights and they hit with the
Yeah.
with that part.
That
But
part,
no,
you're like, boom. Yeah.
we never got that crazy with it. But yeah, dude, this thing, oh my god, this thing unlocked memories, dude. I remember the sound, I remember the feel of it. This is crazy. Let us know. Were you a Nerf fencer? Were you fencing with these? Were you basically hitting each other, fighting with your brothers, your cousins, your friends with these foam Nerf swords? Let us know. And that's the show, guys. Thank you for rocking with us, taking this trip. This one was kind of nostalgic because we talked
Yeah.
about some stuff in with those memes, but most of this was basically today's world, basically taking a trip back in time, bringing our nostalgia to the modern. We talked
Yeah.
about Masters of the Universe, a 100% 80s property.
Absolutely.
Streets of Rage coming back.
As a movie.
90s.
What? Oh my god.
Kingdom Hearts is coming back. That's a 2000s property. Zelda, Ocarina of Time, 1998.
We lost Roly with Zelda, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure.
dude. Crazy Taxi, 1999, and
Yep.
then came on Dreamcast in 2000. But dude,
And that's coming
everything we talked about here was just it's stuff that's from our childhood being brought into 2026. 30 years later, all this stuff is still so relevant now. What now is coming out that you think is going to have longevity? None of this stuff is going to have that
No.
longevity. Like
No
the
way.
stuff we just talked about. No, man.
No.
No way.
No way.
No. Guys,
Capitalizing, bro. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, they're striking with the millennials. It's
Absolutely.
definitely millennials and Gen X. That's who they're targeting because they're thinking these guys have the money and they're gonna bring their kids along,
Of course.
introduce it to their kids.
Absolutely.
But
For sure.
with that
Well,
being said, guys, go ahead.
That's kind of like He-Man, right? How you had a conversation with my daughter about He-Man, and I have no idea about it, and she knows as much about it, and probably not as much as you do, but I mean, she knew a lot more than I did, and I was like, that just blows my mind.
And he lived through it, ladies and gentlemen. I had the action figures. He saw them. I would hit him with the He-Man sword, the yellow light up He-Man sword, and he must have blocked it out
That was
with his
painful
trauma
memory
being the
for
little
Mike.
brother. Because when I was in that Target, he's like, "What's He-Man?" I wanted to hit him with the sword again to remind him what He-Man was. But
Dude.
guys, thank you so much for rocking with us. Thank you for chilling, having some nostalgia with us. Go ahead, pick up some lasagna on your way out, jump on your bike,
man.
and ride home before the lights turn on. With that being said, y'all be kind, and thanks for hitting rewind with us.
Later, man.